Boosh. Hey guys, Simple Turn here. Welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. Now that I've exposed my somehow failure of exploring last time, let's poke our way into here. Now then, there's one thing I'm going to want to check as we go through here, but let's talk to her first. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. Ah, your Dream Nail holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen the great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. But as far as I can tell, I am the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. There, the door is open and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there, and you may hear utterings of bugs long gone. So you've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being a caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though, tending these graves and guiding the wielder. All penance for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts, and return with 500 essence. Keep up your tireless work. 500 essence! You're a master in the making. Well done! Well done! I've a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories, this charm will bring you and the Dream Nail closer still. The secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it and return once it collects the 700 essence. More gifts await you. The Dream Wielder. I like the Dream Wielder. And with that in our possession, I will be able to use the Dream Nail a lot more effectively. So let me stop here and equip it real quick. I'm going to take off Grub Song and put that on. So, things we've got recently. You take damage, you sprout thorns when you take damage. Reduce soul cost of casting spells. I feel like I'm missing one. Where did this one go? Oh, I hope that one's there. Continuing on regard, the Dream Wielder is the one I want to equip right now. Effectively, notice the difference. It like doubled the cast time of the Dream Nail. It's great. Oh, I like that in this. But for now, we're gonna step in here, but before I do so, I need to bring something up so I know what I'm looking for. Alright. This area here, the Glade of Hope, it's a fun one. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. I assure you, Wanderer, my nail is sharp. I'll not hold back. Yes and no. She can't actually, I'm assuming it's she cannot actually do anything. She is a passive ghost. If you absorb her with a Dream Nail, she's worth 1 essence. That's the same with all of them in here, and I'll be sparing them all. Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty. Buy my cookies, once I've sold them all I can go home. I think they all have exactly 2 lines, so I'm going to read them all. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. Do you think dark thoughts, little one? When hidden behind a visage as impassive as your own, I find it hard to tell. Yep, it looks like just 2 of them for all of them. Which is fine by me. Now then, anything behind the waterfall? Does not seem to be so. Man, don't they know like the standard game conventions, you're supposed to hide stuff behind waterfalls. I used to help others, they were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. Any victory against death will always be temporary. What a gloomy thought. That is true. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. My appearance should not cause you worry. Here, I am truly at peace. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong amidst the storm. Stand strong, little warrior. I was once obsessed with power through my time within this glade. I was once obsessed with power, though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Seeking power is a hollow goal. Best to search for other things. We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. These husks around my neck, they're my precious friends. Always there to keep me company, and much better for conversation than the rest of the outlaw around here. That's whatever you say, guy. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I only carry 3, far less than the legends may suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last. I only require 1 to cut you down. Aren't my nails the most wonderful things? Their gleaming blades are so sharp and deadly. Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me in the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me, are you a higher being, or just another lowly grub? Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though. To make it this far, you've obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. You're very impressive for such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, though even I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. Alright. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I suggest you follow my example. Remember, tiny bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes. That's a philosophy to live by. Don't judge me by my appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway. Hawk, fellow adventurer, are you heading out into the world? I join you, but it's been so long, I fear I'd lose my head. I'm envious of you, facing this world without fear. I could stand to learn from your approach. Watch out! I have an acidic touch. I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Don't get too close. I do not wish to cause you any harm. I'll see you soon, she said, though that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. Oh. Your name is Hex. If I'm not mistaken, we want to remember that for later. Ah, a wanderer! I've been many places and done a great many things, but I suspect you outdo me by far. I've long since ceased traveling the caverns of Hall's Nest, and I suspect that they're far more dangerous in my journeys. I've long since ceased traveling the caverns of Hall's Nest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys. Though with you, we're capable heir, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck, it's a vast world out there. You'll find it strange to see a moth wielding a weapon. We are a passive species, though I'm not the only amongst us to take up arms. Another braved the edge of this world, hoping to uncover a truth long forgotten. I wonder what became of him. I wonder. I came from far away to reach this place, though my shell may be foreign. Beneath it I am a bug, same as you. You too are a warrior? I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise. Also, secret passage. And this. I apologize that like most of the video is effectively up here in this area, but I actually want to go this way. There is really a lot to be said here. Also, something is behind a waterfall. This is a king's idol. It'll just help us deal more damage. Alright, so I need to miss completely. Does not surprise me in the least. I had a suspicion about this area and what it actually was, though my suspicion doesn't seem to have been founded. That said, I have a possible theory about the passive ghosts, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look more into this later on and see if I can get a proper answer to this, but I feel the ghosts are a reference to something more than just the game itself, so we'll look into that a bit more later on. As for now, however, I could actually see that being... Regardless, I need to keep adventuring because I'm missing at least... Ah, crap, I know one I'm missing. Probably missing more than one, to be honest. Because there's a few that you get from dropping down here. Ah, there's the last one. Darn it, I need to go all the way back around for that one. But yeah, I'm going to leave all of these ghosts be, primarily because, as I said, they only give one essence, and what you're actually doing with the Dream Nail is curious in a way. We'll experience more of that later. I need to run back up there and actually use the Dream Nail on the tree again to see what it says. But there's one in particular now, the Hex, that I stopped and made a note of. I have a suspicion, but I'm going to have to see if that suspicion is correct later on. For now, however, let's make our way back here. Sacred memories, honored souls. Okay, now back this way. We have you. I can see it. I can see my suspicion being right. We're not actually going to get into what my suspicion is for a very long time either. There is so much of this game that's just like, we're not going to touch on it for a very long time. And now we get to smash down through this, finally. That noise would be these things, which I don't like, which I can now pogo off of. These are... Where are they? They're down here, good ways. Entombed husks. Mummified remains, deformed and enraged by infection. Destroyable wall here. There's actually a lot of destroyable walls in this area. I don't really like this particular area here. Destroyable wall up here, though. Oh, God. I don't know quite how I dodged him. Now I get beat on you. And get the grub freed. There's still a lot of grubs we have to take care of. Open this up here, get some money. And if you have good eyes, you'll notice that there are two ways we can progress here. Up and over. I'm going to go over first. Also, watch the ground here. Ground will just fall apart on you. That's a bad thing to have happen to you. Oh, God. Use much soul as I can on him. Appear behind him, we will find a Wanderer's Journal. And up above, more destructible. This entire area here is basically a destructible area. Alright, this is the charm I was looking for. The Soul Eater. The Soul Eater charm is a lot like the Soul Catcher we have equipped, but it takes up 4 charm notches and not just 2. I've never actually used it primarily because of that cost, but I'm sure it's decently powerful. That said, we want to jump up here. This is probably the least progress-filled episode, and at the same time, we've done more actual progress this episode than previous episodes, which is backwards, but I digress. Now we have most of the resting grounds on map. We actually have a good portion of what we need to do here. This, however, I'm going to apologize in advance. I don't speak other languages. I really wish I did, but I don't. Mion, this world, this cruel, sinful world. Why does she wake? Why does she persist? The mare, you could not know of tragedy as complete as she's. True lovers stripped apart, 2 worlds that could not meet. And now, med lover, dead for so long in time, dead so far away, buried? Moina, I, amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union, that did reject she's outsideness. She doesn't suppose? No, no. Could she ask? Could she burden? Lemur, could you deliver a gift to her grave? The gift is maybe small, but the trek is long. She rests among her kind, near our queen's lost refuge. Would such a thing be done? She asks perhaps impossible things. Mad things? For Lemur to take up such a quest would be a kindness she has near forgotten. We will not accept the gift now. You turn away. She should have expected such. This world is not one of favors, only of heartache. We'll be back to do that later. The biggest reason why I'm holding off is the Queen's lush refuge. We've never actually been there. And I rested at that bitch. God damn it. We've never actually been there. And the passageway is dangerous enough. I don't even think I can access the passageway that I would want to take currently anyway. And there's one other particular trick with that which is making me hold off. Now then, if I can just bait all of these exploding shriekbacks. I don't know what their actual name is. I'm just gonna keep calling them shriekbacks because that's what they remind me of. Lots of money up here, which is nice. I like getting lots of money. Another shriekbat, another not shriekbat. I should look at what their actual names are. I'm gonna need to kill a bunch of you, so I might as well kill you. And you're dead. For the most part, we've explored a good portion. A very good portion of Hall's Nest. This elevator here, that's effectively where we need to go to progress, but I want to finish filling this in. I'm going to ignore that guy because he is a big pain in the butt to kill. So I'm not going to worry about him yet. We're going to deal with more of him later on. Just open up this here real quick. This will actually bring us out to where we fought the Zero, I believe his name was. Right, so we have another way down to this lower area. What I want to do, however, is go this way. This area here. The Blue Lake. I'd just like to cross this area real quick. Oh, hey, you. Ah, what a calm place. It's action I want. Vicious and deadly battle. This serenity is a bore. So peaceful, so dull. That place calls to me. Somewhere beyond this lake, perhaps. Yeah, he's single-minded, if nothing else. However, I want to quickly run over here, because, as you may have seen when we flew over the first time, there is stuff over here, which is to say there is a rancid egg. I mean, a rancid egg is technically stuff. And I did have to make up for the one I used, so I'm not going to complain about an item. I think that was the only thing up there, though. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'll be back for it later on. For right now, however, I would just like to stop in through here, because as we run through here... Oh, we found a shortcut to here. Isn't that convenient? Let's see... We can't afford another charm notch. I feel like I need to save my money, though. We can come back here easily enough in the future. Especially now that we have the crossroads and a pretty direct path from the crossroads. The stag station in the crossroads. That said, I'm gonna head up to the stag station that's here. Because I want to stop over at the stag beetles and... this is probably gonna run. This episode's gonna run a little longer as well, but I'm gonna make some proper progress for us. I just want to grab some money before I make way to the progress. And the best way to do that will be to stop at Papa Grub's. Hopefully that'll give me enough. I think I need 950, or was it just 900? Oh, what? I said I was gonna go to the stag station. I'm keeping track of what I'm planning to do, guys. Rest here, update the map, and take you up to Dirtmouth. Take a look at the map once we get there. But that elevator, I'm intending to go down that elevator by the end of the video. or before the video is done. And there's a bench not too terribly far past that is where I'd like to stop the video. Before that, I want to see if I can buy the key. So let's see. How much money do I need for the key? I have a good chunk of money now, so I might be able to. 950. So I'm going to need 200 from Papa Grub. I don't know if he's going to give me 200. This won't be the worst thing ever. I can still do plenty of things. I don't need that key. I really want the key, but I don't need that key. Not yet, anyway. I'll need it eventually, just not yet. Alright, you have at least one bit of money for me. Hopefully two. Hopefully two. Yes, alright, we can afford it. Perfect. We can afford it with change left over. That's ideal. So I'm just going to rush back to Sly and buy up that key. And then we're going to head back off to the resting grounds. Yeah. Let's see. Buy the key. Technically, I didn't really need to use the one for, I've already forgotten his name. The guy who you use to recover your shade if you lose it in a very bad place. We didn't need to use that one, but I did. Regardless, we must go downwards. Technically, we're going to the right, but details. So we need to go to the resting grounds. Yeah, we are actually making decent progress this time, even though we did have a decent slowdown at the start because of the Glade of Hope. Now, let's see. I need to go down through here. I need to kill a number of them, so I'm going to kill a number of them. Which is, I'm just going to kill that one on my way through. Alright. There we go. I'm like, I hit it. What happened? This elevator here. I wonder if this is familiar. This. Welcome back to the City of Tears. City of Tears, that's what it's called, yes? Yes, City of Tears. We are now on the far side of it. Yes, we are now on the far side of the city. I'm not going to worry too much about actually clearing everything we can now on our way through because my particular goal lurks below us. I believe this is the only way, question mark, to actually access the lower city. I could be wrong. But this is the way that I remembered how to do it anyway. Oh, this is bad. Let's kill all of them and take their money. These guys are decently wealthy at least. Oh, that reminds me. I need to gather money for that because with a pale ore, we can upgrade our nail again. But my goal here... Oh, heal. My goal here was to make it to the King's Station because it's a stag station. Please be able to afford. Please be able to afford. Drat. And double drat. Alright, well, I'm going to stop here at the bench. Let's take a look at the map we have now. Come on, double tap. We've now reached the other side of the City of Tears. We can explore a decent bit more here now. You can see that there's a doorway off to the right there. We won't actually be seeing that doorway for a good while. But we've explored a good portion. We have a huge area ahead of us to explore still. And with the King's Station open up to us, we have easy access to a larger portion of the game world as a whole. But we'll have to get into more of that later. For now, I'm going to call it here. We've made some decent progress. So, next time we're just going to explore the new part we have of the City of Tears and see what we can find. Till next time, guys. Later.